Hi guys, today we're going to make a beautiful scallop souffle. The base of the souffle we're going to make from the roe from the scallop. The scallops we're going to pan fry and then serve with a carrot cream and a crispy made from garam masala and hazelnuts. So, let's begin. We're going to begin with opening the scallops. Take a sharp thin knife and insert it into the side. Now twist it so the scallops open up and then cut the scallop loose on the flat shell. Repeat this with all the scallops. After, take a spoon and scoop out the scallop, leaving the muscle on the shell. Then lay the scallops in a bowl with water and let them rinse under cold water for a couple of minutes. Meanwhile, remove the roe from the shell. This is the orange part. Then cover them and keep them in your fridge for later. Now take the scallops and remove any membranes or intestines. Keep them between some kitchen paper in your fridge for later. Then the carrot cream. Start by peeling 600 grams of carrot and trim the sides. Now chop them. Do this as well with half an onion. Then heat up a frying pan, add a splash of oil, the chopped onion, 30 grams of sugar and 3 grams of salt. Caramelize this on a medium heat. Once it starts to color, add 50 grams of butter and continue heating it. Then add the chopped carrots and let it caramelize for a couple of minutes. Then deglaze it with 300 grams of vegetable stock, 200 grams of carrot juice and 20 grams of sherry vinegar. Now let the liquid reduce completely. Once that's done, transfer it into a blender and blend it into a smooth cream. Then add a pinch of santan powder to prevent the cream from splitting. After that, keep the cream covered in your fridge for later. Then for the garam masala, mix 4 grams of coriander seeds with 2 grams of cloves, 2 grams of chili flakes, 3 grams of cumin, 3 grams of cinnamon, 2 grams of star anise, 2 grams of cardamom, 3 grams of black pepper, 3 grams of ginger powder and 4 grams of curcuma powder. Now transfer it into a blender and blend it into a fine powder. Then transfer it into a bowl and add 20 grams of white wine vinegar. Mix this. After that, pour 200 grams of neutral oil in a pan and heat it up till it's 140 degrees Celsius. Now pour it on the spices. The vinegar will start to vaporize and ensure that the spices won't burn. Now mix it well and then let it marinate for at least 1 hour. I always make a lot and keep it in a preserving jar for later. Meanwhile, toast some hazelnuts at 160 degrees Celsius for around 20 minutes till golden. When still hot, transfer them on your cutting board and roughly chop them. Keep it for later. After that, measure 20 grams of the garam masala oil in a blender and also add 60 grams of butter, 50 grams of hazelnut powder and 4 grams of salt. Now blend this till it's one smooth paste. Then transfer it onto a silicone sheet and spread it with a palette knife. Sprinkle your chopped hazelnuts on top and then let it set in your freezer for at least 30 minutes. Once frozen, cut it with a round cutter and keep it in your freezer for later. Now for the souffle base. First pour 500 grams of carrot juice in a saucepan and let it reduce till it's 100 grams. Then also add 60 grams of the scallops roe, 6 grams of cornstarch, 6 grams of potato starch and 4 grams of salt. Blend this till smooth. Once smooth, pour it back into the pan and while stirring, bring it to a boil. Then pour it in a bowl, cover it with foil and let it set in your fridge for at least 30 minutes. Meanwhile, we can sear the scallops. Heat up a frying pan, add a splash of oil and season the scallops with salt. Then add a knot of butter to the pan and let this caramelize. Now add the scallops and give them a quick sear on both sides. I know this is not the best way to cook a scallop, but this is just for color and flavor. We're going to cook them later on. Directly let them cool down in your fridge and then cut each scallop in 4 or 6 depending on the size. After that, gently mix it with 2 tablespoons of the carrot cream. Then take a bowl and add a thin layer of butter on the side. Brush the butter from the bottom to the top. Now lay 2 tablespoons of the scallops on the bottom. Then weigh 40 grams of the souffle base in a bowl and mix this for around 20 seconds. After, spread enough eggs for 75 grams of egg white and transfer it into a mixing bowl. Then beat them, if the machine works, which didn't work, so I quickly had to get a replacement. Okay, back from the shop and I got a temporary mixer, works just fine. So, beat the egg whites, and when white foam starts to form, add 25 grams of hazelnut sugar. Continue beating till the egg white looks like this. Now add 1/4 of the meringue to the soufflé base and mix it well. Then add the remaining meringue and gently fold it together. After that, transfer it into a piping bag and fill your bowl all the way with the soufflé mixture. Make sure that there isn't any air trapped inside. Now level the top with a palette knife and clean the side of the bowl with the tip of your thumb. Then bake it at 175 degrees Celsius for around 7 minutes. Once baked, gently take it out of the oven and put the garam masala disc on top. And serve it straight away. Okay guys, that's it for today. I must say the soufflé looks amazing. It has become a little bit flatter than usual because I had to take the pictures and everything. But it was nice and high, and I think the scallops inside are gonna be cooked to perfection. I'm not sure, so let's just dig in. Yeah, that looks really nice. The scallops, let's try to get one of those because it is a lot of soufflé, but yeah, nothing to complain on that part. The scallops are tucked in at the bottom, so it's like a little surprise for your guests. Yeah, those are beautiful. It's a beautiful soufflé, beautiful scallops. Yeah, there they are. Nice and warm still, and yeah, so shiny. That's perfect. So it's really good. Yeah, like I said, the scallops, they were still nice and shiny, so they're really tasty. The texture is amazing. The flavor of all the spices in combination with the soufflé, it's, yeah, this is really a really good dish. I would serve it as an appetizer because it's quite a lot, but it's also quite a lot of soufflé. So if you take, a smaller soufflé, it's gonna work as well. Just put it in the oven, a minute less, and then it should work perfectly. The hazelnuts bring a really nice crunch. I don't really taste them. You taste them a little bit, and it's really nice. But the star of the dish is the scallops in combination with the spices and the carrot. So really happy with it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments on what you want to see next. Like and share the video, and subscribe if you want to support my channel and see more amazing cooking videos. And as always, bon appétit!